So your friend on Facebook posts you and tags you on a 30-day push-up challenge, and you accept it and you start doing push-ups, no problems. Or you go to a rock climbing place where you see an interesting looking ninja warrior circuit where you have to hang and swing around and jump on the obstacles, and you take on the challenge and do it. And it seems like nothing is wrong. You're just being active, you're just taking on challenges. There could be two pitfalls here. One could be that you are perhaps stretching beyond your capabilities and your competence of current level and taking on a challenge which is well out of your experience and skill. You're trying to lose weight and you are jumping on all sorts of things, and you just think it's a good idea to do a tough mudder race or a mud run or fun run as they call it. You're not conditioned to do that, but you think moving is a good idea, so you start doing 10-kilometer run where you have to jump around and slide, and you can get injured. And when you get injured, you are not on the track anymore of losing the weight or whatever that you had set out for. So that's one problem with challenge. It's like being impulsive shopper, being very impulsive. It's like you're going for grocery shopping and your girlfriend has given you a list of things to buy, and you go into the shop and you see that there are many things on sale, on special, and you end up buying strawberry or some sort of salmon or some exotic stuff which was really cheap, and you don't end up buying what you actually needed. And that's a distinction which needs to be made, need versus want. And a challenge is a want. A challenge is a psychological and emotional jump in your mind, and you take on things that you don't need. And second thing, if you take on challenge on a whim, I'm not against taking challenges. I'm trying to underline the human psychology around it. So the second problem is that if you take a challenge and it has nothing to do with your current fitness goal, then it shows that how not focused you are, how scattered you are in your journey for seeking whatever it might be. It might be to lose weight or to be generally fit or to gain some muscle, but you are totally out and away from the path that you have set out for. Challenges can do that. They are like those advertisements that you see, and those advertisements make you think that it's good to buy that thing, whereas it is never was on your agenda. So that's, I think, is the problem with challenges. And modern gyms, social media are always throwing things at you. You walk into the gym and you have a certain workout in your mind, and you see a whiteboard with a very challenging workout, and the workout looks challenging, and you start doing it, and you forgot about why you're in the gym for, what for. By the way, I'm not very happy with my form in the squat that I did this. A bit of a knee slide at the bottom, and my depth is okay, but at the bottom there's a bit of a movement forward. But I must tell you about the challenge that I took recently, and I'll justify why taking on this challenge was sensible. So my mate Kane at work, he came up with this challenge of doing, actually he told me that he watches videos of NFL Combine where young NFL players, they get drafted, and one of the benchmark workout is to do 100 kg bench press as many reps as possible. And this sounds like a good idea and like a challenge. And a challenge it was for sure. So it is very much in line with my program. I am doing higher rep program, and I didn't do it for 5 years. I just did sets of fives, which is bench press as well. So now I'm doing higher reps. So it makes sense to take on this because it's a regime. It's part of my regime to do higher reps. And the results, the challenge, it's not just one challenge. It's an ongoing journey. It will be part of my program, and I'll continue to better my number for 100 kg bench press AMRAP. And you will see at the end of the video how I turn out to be at that challenge. And I was quite shocked to see almost all of my work colleagues, they just totally smashed me in that way. They did well in the high 30s or early 30s type of number. So it was really good to see how strong they were in the bench press. I missed out on not doing bench press for about a year when I had a bit of a shoulder niggle and I had to be very careful. However, my overhead press continued to improve, but my bench press stayed behind. So that way I could justify doing this challenge. And it is just not a one-off event. It's going to be continue for a long while because, as I've mentioned before, I'm moving on to higher volume sort of training, and that'll be good for it. And the second challenge that I took recently was a yoke carry challenge. I was told about this challenge 2 months ago, and I have at least another 36 days to prepare. And as you can see, I am just walking on a yoke which is totally empty. So this challenge was also not taken on a whim. I wanted to do this, as I had told you earlier, to pay tribute to my work colleague who took his life. But long story short, challenges are wonderful things, but with that there should be some maturity in decision, and sensibility should be used before you pick on or take on any challenge. It should be well within your skill, if possible. If not, it should not be something which you will take forever to learn and might get injured. And it's good that if it is compatible to your current program. If you are squatting and getting strong is your thing, then it's not a good idea to do cycling. So there it is, my go at 100 kg bench press. I'll leave you guys to see how I did. That was a week ago now. Thanks, guys.